Hey guys, what's up here? It's Gareth from Cyber Eyes, and we are finally bringing you the Cyber Dragon deck profile. Now, it's taken a while because I've been trialing and testing the best variant for this deck, as it is not one that really mixes well. But without further ado, I'll give you the breakdown of the main deck, extra deck, and what I'm currently running inside, plus variant options for a different style, if you will. So let's get on the way. So as we all know with the basic Cyber Dragon build, your basic core, 3 Cyber Dragon, followed by 3 Cyber Dragon core. God card for the deck searches the Cyber Dragon spell or trap there, and if you're left fieldless with nothing there, obviously banish it, summon a Cyber Dragon monster from grave. Then of course we run the triple copy of Hertz. Another good card, target for the famous Makdupe spell. Good thing as well, sent to the graveyard. Add a Cyber Dragon, one other Cyber Dragon from deck or graveyard to hand. Now, a lot of people could argue this, but I'm finding just the 2 copies of the Cyber Dragon and Chester is more than enough to do what I need, and I can recycle it with Repair Plant. And then we run the 1 copy of Via for chain blocking, of course. Plus, it's just an extra body on field. And then for the last of the basic Cyber Dragon core, we run the double copy. There's no need for any more than this. The double copy of Galaxy Soldier. Discard a light and special summon in defense. And then you get to add the other one. It's a very, very nice card. And I recently just rarity bumped mine, so quite happy about that as well. Now, I am telling you now, guys, this is the card for Cyber Dragons right now. Just the one, that's all you need. Just a 1 copy of Jaziraku. Literally, you can search yourself for Repair Plant if you need it. I've just been somehow top decking this thing recently, but it's just all you need, 1 copy. If you put any more than 1 in, I tend to just find you don't see it. Now, guys, so that is what I use for my basic Cyber Dragon core. Now, I'd just like to thank my good friend Chris Murren here for supplying the new mat for today's video. A wonderful Kyber mat there. Just gives this channel a bit of extra zazz, if you will. Right, so onto the hand traps of the deck, guys. Now, I've struggled with this one because I never knew what to variant out, but with the side, I'm finding this is more easier to do. So I run the triple copy of Phantasme. This card is obviously also so easy to obtain now thanks to Duov. I am just lucky I managed to pick myself up the SAST copies, but still, guys, definitely good for this deck. You can run other cards. I mean, like I showed with the other hand traps, I mean, I run triple copies of Veiler. Another good card in today's meta. Very, very handy when you're going against opponents of all variant decks. Then I run the double copy of Ash Blossom, just to stop opponent adding too much to hand. Just comes in handy. And then I also run the double copy of DD Crow. Just self-explanatory, really, banishing the card from graveyard. And then for the last of the hand traps, I then run the triple Imperm. Now, what I'll explain to you in the side as well, guys, is what I do with this setup in regards to what I side in and out. But I mean, you can try other options. I mean, if you're feeling brave, go for cherries, but that's too much of a cost if you ask me. You could obviously go for Ghost Mourner over this guy. I just think, I mean, I only have the 1 Mourner, but you could go, it does exactly the same thing, but then if your opponent links it, they take damage to the attack. I think that's definitely, personally, what I'm going to try to do with this. But at the moment, like I say, these 9 times out of 10 get sided out anyway, as well as these guys. But they're good for combo decks and getting that extra draw. Right. Now, moving on to the spells and traps for the Cyber Dragon build. As with any Cyber Dragon build, run the triple copy of Emergency. Also, obtainable now, guys, through the Duov, as it's had a reprint in Ultra Rare. These ones are the Battles of Legends Relentless Revenge. These have come down in price, so if you do want a rarity bump, by all means, go for it. And of course, the triple copy of Machine Dupe. always viable. I did mess around with this at 2, but to be honest, you want to see it. You want to see this and Hertz and possibly Core in hand, and then you're golden. And then your basic ones for the Cyber Dragon. So the 1 repair plant, as we mentioned, for adding the Jaziraku. Then we run the 1 copy of Overload Fusion. Just very, very good card. You can send this off Predaplant as well as this next card, Cyberload Fusion. Like I say, only run 1 and 1. That's all it needs to be done. I have got another idea I will be thinking of and will be releasing the deck profile for at a later date. We're swapping this for Super Poly and Predaplant for another target, but like I say, another video. And then the 1 copy of the Cyber Rev system. Just extra summon, really, especially if you link off Sega and go into a Unicorn. Just another option, guys, if you're not thinking about it. Then for the last copy, now this is a card that is into main, but I tend to side it out. I run the 1 copy of Monster Reborn because it's a 1, and sometimes you could be very, very grateful that you draw this card. And then for the trap, we only run the 1 basic trap, and that is the 1 copy of Overflow. There is no need for any more than this, guys. Not even in your side, just the 1 will do it. Right, so that is the spells and traps for the deck. Now, we will move on to the extra deck now. So, as with any build, we do the links first. So, I run the 1 copy of Amaraj, useful for linking off and protecting. Linking off and, yeah, protecting your cards. Now, I obviously, as with any Cyber Dragon player, 1 copy of Cyber Dragon Sega, attack boosts, and it's a very good with Rampage for a game kill. And then, as mentioned, we run the 1 copy of the Predaplant Verti Anaconda. You need to try and, if you can, get your opponent to do everything you know they think they can do to stop other cards, and so you've always got access to use this card. Now, I also run, as mentioned, 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn, good for spinning back, and obviously if you can get it co-linked, get a draw. And then, as everyone knows with the Unicorn's other effect, you can also get draws for different, if I'm correct, draw 1 card for each different name from those amongst your co-linked nightmares. Now, this is just a combo, really, if you're desperate, I find, but it's good to have in there, and I've used it a couple of times. It works. So I run the 1 copy of IP Masquerena, and then the 1 copy of Mech Knight Avamax. Now, the good thing about IP being that when you quick effect to link off, and you'd probably use these two, and you can get into this Avamax and it cannot be targeted, destroyed. Nothing can be targeted except for this for attacks. Basically, guys, they're going to have to send this or beat it somehow, or negate its effects, and that's not easy considering it cannot be targeted. So that's just something for you to think about there for your extra deck builds. Now, moving on to XYZs, I only run the 3. I just think that's all that's needed. So I run the 1 copy of Nova and the double copy of Infinity, because basically, I mean, if you're going to get this out to begin with, you're going to overlay this. Every time you detach, always detach this, because it's in a Chester target, then you can just bring it out again, overlay your second Infinity, and there you have it. You've just got 2 Infinities on field. It's just, there's no need to be running much more than that. I mean, there's people running Danes for level 8s and stuff, and tank. If you want an easy win, you can go into Gustav Max, run with the Jaziraku and the Mega Fleets. You've got your 2 level 10s, but personally, just going to clog up. So, moving on to the last part of the extra deck, which is my fusion cards. So, as always, just all you need, 1 copy of Fortress, good for clearing boards, especially if you kaiju a card from your opponent's side. Then I run the double copy of Chimeritic Rampage, obviously 3 attacks and pop spells and traps, plus it's a level 5, guys. You've got your overlay right there, which is just perfect. 2 level 5 machines. Now, Mega Fleet, been a question, but I run 2 copies. Some people go 1, some people go 3. You don't need any more than 2 copies. And this card is currently getting a reprint in the new Battles of Legend Armageddon. So if you need one of these, be sure to look out for that. And then through lots of argument and debate, I decided that the best last card in my extra deck was to run the 1 copy of Cyber Twin Dragon. I mean, if you've got Cyberload and you've got a Cyber Dragon here and a Cyber Dragon here, off they go into this, 2 attacks, 9 times out of 10. That is game. But guys, right now we'll move on to the side deck now. I find with today's meta, it's your most important. This needs to be able to deal with absolutely everything. Now, this is one that I've pretty much, I mean, I've got cards in my side that I'm pretty much 100% on. They are as follows. So I run triple Lancia. Orcusts, Thunders, anything like that. You've got on with this, guys. Like, this has to be in your side for a Cyber Dragon player. It's just, it's unbelievable how many combos it can actually stop. Plus, look, it's another level 5. Now, I also run triple Cosmic, going against decks like Trap Heavy Geists or True Dracos, stuff like that. This has to be there. This actually has to be in there. Like, only pay 1,000 and you get to banish spell or trap. No arguments in my eyes. And then to help also clear board when you're struggling against them big builders, I run the triple copy of Evenly Matched. It's, like I say, it has to be in this side. I mean, just wipe that board clean. You're leaving with 1 card, and then 9 times out of 10, you can go into it. And then I run triple copy of Compulsory Extraction. Now this card's back at 3, so viable again. Good for just clearing the board again. And then the questionable one I run, which I've already got 2 variant options I'm considering. So I run the triple copy of Bell. I mean, you can stop standard players adding from graveyard to the hand deck or extra deck, so they can stop them reshuffling Sunlight. You've got stop people banishing, so you can stop Orcas, Thunders, and that lot. But for me, I think this could easily be replaced for cards like Dark Ruler No More, because you could just literally wipe your opponent's effects so they've got nothing. You could swap it out for Lightning Storms if you've got that kind of budget. You could also swap it out for Gravedigger's Trap Holes, good for punching down life points. And you could also swap it for a card I am really interested in trying for Cybers, which is a card called Heatwave. You basically activate it, and basically all your opponent do is set and pass, pretty much. And basically, if they make you go first, you activate Heatwave. You're basically going second no matter what. But either way. And then talking on to the side cards. So I, most of the time, side all these out, plus the Monster Reborn, and then basically siding these, or siding these and these. Always try to leave the Ash Blossoms in if possible, and always leave your imperms in. But guys, I just want to thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you find my deck profile for all of you Cyber Dragon players out there useful. I hope this can help you, sort of get them answers to what to do in today's meta. Thank you very much. Stay tuned, as there will be a new box coming out of Battles of Legend Armageddon, and I will be doing a couple of boxes on my channel on release day. Stay tuned, guys. Take care.